timing with my caffeine and protein.
Caffeine
I start
pushes
shitting my brains
everything
out.
down.
That doesn't even make sense.
No sense at all. Just dollars.
Is this the news coming on?
Yeah, that's not. You never heard our theme song?
Recorded live at Super Training Gym in Sacramento, California.
Yeah, really good.
Heartfelt PowerCast, sponsored by D-Power Magazine.
Yeah, it's kind of like the news.
How much really kicks in?
And BSN, makers of NO.
I just watched Anchorman 2. That was
BSN products.
That was the worst
I laughed.
movie
Oh my
ever.
God. Let's not talk about movies. You're the worst.
Here's your
I just saw 2 bad movies.
Every movie you see is bad.
You're on.
I saw Fury last night.
There's
What am I
so
on?
many voices. Roll call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What bad movie did you see, Boar?
I actually saw Fury, which was actually shot really well. It was decent.
You're so negative, but
there
it was a
wasn't
piece of shit.
There wasn't a whole lot of plot going on.
It was no bigger, stronger, faster.
It was okay.
All right.
It was okay. It was. It's kind of boring, you know. Like it's like everything just blows up. And they had these tanks that shot.
World War II was so fucking boring.
Well,
It went on forever.
Well, it went, but like they had these tanks and they shot laser beams. I don't know what
What?
the director. They
Star
were
Wars
shooting,
hopped in?
They were shooting laser beams. Like I don't know what the director was thinking. Maybe to amp it up or.
Laser beams.
And I swear to God, they were shooting
Those
like, looks
motherfucking Germans.
You're high.
Yeah.
You're
Tough
high.
motherfuckers.
You
Nazis.
stepped into the wrong movie, buddy.
Shit,
No.
Nick will kill this fan. Keep going.
No, Brad
Fan
Pitt
killer?
was in it.
Serial killer.
So?
I could tell because my girlfriend ignored me the rest of the day.
Oh.
Brad
After
Pitt?
that, yeah.
Brad
Or the
Pitt.
lasers.
I got,
The giant
maybe it was
tanks.
the
It was the
lasers that turned her on. I
That
don't know.
turned her on, exactly. And turned her off from you.
What?
I don't know.
You spent $10. Why are you critiquing the shit out of this movie?
I spent $13.50. I was in LA. When you spend
You didn't even buy a
$3.50
Lawrence
more,
ticket? You're cheap.
No, of course I bought.
So
her ticket.
27.
Yeah, exactly.
You're lying now.
And I bought candy.
Mike, did you see what I saw in the bathroom today?
A lot of gay sex, like
I
usual?
Walked, I walked in the bathroom and you know what I saw?
Huh?
A Burdick.
What?
Huh? A what?
Wait, you were in the bathroom with me?
Now everything's very clear.
That was
Is
you.
that like a cold wiener?
Oh, yes.
Chili. A chili dog.
I haven't heard that one
A
since
chili dick.
since Mad Dog.
Since Mad Dog was
Yep,
alive.
exactly.
Oh, he said that?
He would
The
leave me-
frozen cock syndrome.
He would leave me epic, like 5 and 6 minute voicemails where it would just be him like
Laughing about his own
and
joke.
then he would just laugh.
Dick, get it? Dick, get
He
it?
would
Dick's
laugh
cold.
for 2 minutes. It was great. It was amazing.
It's freezing cold out and your cock's cold. Cold cock.
Cold cock and
Burdick.
That's me.
Cold cock.
I thought Burdick would stick to your socks, like those little things.
But after seeing the Burdick, everything's a lot more clear to me. You know, it's a lot more clear on why Katie Hogan's
you got the Burdick,
been hanging around for so long. Let's
Burdick
say.
has come in.
The verdict has come in.
Yeah, the Burdick.
They deliberated, and the Burdick is in.
There it is.
Okay, so now that we have you on our podcast, the question is, where is Katie Hogan?
Katie Hogan is not here, obviously,
Okay,
because
can you get out?
everyone would be
Can you leave?
yeah,
Please?
everyone would be
Thank you.
ignoring me. The only reason I'm here is for people to find out where she is. But she's actually
What's her deal? Why is she so hot?
I don't know, but I'm really happy about it.
So are we. We're happy for you.
I know.
I mean,
You're happy for me and with
I'm
me.
not.
It's great. No, she's interning at
makes me kind of nervous.
at SealFit right now. So she's
God,
been
that's
up
hot.
for like
Say
52
seal
hours.
fit again. That's great. Seal fit.
Seal.
God, that's hot.
What is Seal Fit?
Yeah, where
Seal-
the great whites come in.
Seal
and
training?
Shark Week. And
Yeah, it's like Hell Week, like
Nice.
minus the water and trying to totally
Navy SEALs,
kill you.
not
And
like
yeah, the
SEALs.
bullet-
Yeah,
Bullets
not
fly.
like
That's-
actual seals. Yeah, I could see where you totally make that.
I did
mistake.
sea lion fit last year.
Yeah, sea lion
Sounds
fits
like manatee
really
fit.
popular. Manatee fit
That's
is
more
also
like Nickerson's.
Remember Nickerson said he grew up among manatees?
I know.
And he
Well,
was
that makes-
serious.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense to me.
Oh my God, he's so fat.
No, come on, you're being a little rough on
Is
him.
he on the team or off the team, Mike?
I haven't seen him in a while.
I guess he's off.
He got the hint.
Maybe he's playing for the other team.
No, he's never got the hint.
Yeah, he hasn't been here like a week. I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
He's probably bulking up again.
Oh, he's on a
yeah,
bulk.
yeah,
Good idea.
bulking.
Remember he told me he was on a bulking
He's
phase.
saving his calories. He doesn't want to waste them in the
32-year
gym.
bulk. However fucking old he is.
That'd be a good movie. Maybe
He's
that'll
28.
be the next movie.
He's 28 and he's been on a 32-year-old. 32-year
28 years
bulk.
old.
Son of a bitch.
Nickerson is 28.
He's 28, yeah. Oh,
my
As far as
God.
I know.
He looks like he's 36.
Yeah, that's our whole gym.
75
in his grave.
75 weeks out.
Fat Dan is 21.
Well, that's what he said. He said something to Juan, which was
It's like
hilarious.
Brandon Lilly. Brandon Lilly's not that old.
What did
He
Dan
looks like
say? Dan
175.
said, he goes, I may be fat, but I have my youth. And I was like, what? I
What?
was like, does that mean you're going to have a heart attack earlier in your life?
Exactly.
Like, you're supposed to get, later on, you're supposed to get fat. It's accepted, not fat when you're young.
Oh, my God. There's so many fat people around us.
But it's amazing. Bob Evans is such a great name for that kid, though.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
He's got that lifestyle where you just
Bob
you're like, you wake up at like 10:30 and you're like, I'm just going to have a fucking donut.
It's that Bob Evans life.
Oh, God. You got to grab a donut. I'm going to have 0 protein for today and 75 grams.
He doesn't care how much
75
shit we
grams of
talk.
fat per meal.
He's going to be so excited he's featured on the
fits
He's actually
podcast.
on the podcast.
Yeah,
That's
he's gonna
good.
Fits his
so
macros,
excited.
man. That's his
It fits your
macros.
macros.
Yes. It's fitting something.
Well, Boar, you're correct. It looks like red and green laser fire, but apparently that is legit. It actually looked like that.
Yeah, all right. You weren't in World
That
War
was
II,
legit.
buddy. You goddamn
I was
critic.
wondering if that was legit.
Yeah, it's supposed to be legit. Like no film has ever really done that before, but it's supposed to.
Shia
look like
LaBeouf
that.
It
in there?
looks like laser beams.
Yeah.
And Shia LaBeouf.
Freaking laser beams.
He looks terrible.
Laser beams. Sharks with laser beams on their heads.
What was the other bad movie you saw?
I saw Birdman. Not Burdick. But
I don't know what that is, but I would never even go see that.
Birdman
That's your fault. That's your
is-
fault.
Birdman's one of the most successful rappers of all time. Did you know that?
Yeah,
But most
it's a
money-wise,
money-wise.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, still, how else do you
That's
know
how we
measure
define success.
Yeah.
But this
Well, he's not a
Birdman
good rapper.
stacking paper,
He made money from
motherfuckers.
like producing and stuff.
Stacking dollar bills.
He
yo.
signed Lil Wayne. That was his best move, not rapping.
Well,
It's
no, his
not
best
about
move was creating
a rapper. It's about Michael Keaton, who played Batman, is playing
Back on
Birdman.
topic.
Wait
Go
a
ahead.
second.
Well, you asked me what fucking movie I
know,
saw.
Do we
man.
have a script?
No.
Yeah, Boar's sticking to it.
Michael Keaton.
Fuck Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Is he in Batman?
Well, that's
Well, he's
what
Birdman?
the movie was. Is he plays Birdman, and he's trying to get out of the
Is it
Birdman
amazing?
gimmick. No, it got
the
all
hell's
these amazing
Birdman?
reviews, but it's like just okay. The acting's really good, and what it's stupid. It all takes place in the context of a play, a Broadway play.
Michael Keaton's awesome.
Yeah, he's actually really good in it, but
He
the rest
is.
of it's stupid.
Multiplicity is where he peaked, as far as I'm concerned. No,
I thought he peaked in Night Shift, but that's
multiplicity.
me.
Well, that's
He was
really
in
early.
that movie with, or that HBO special with the guy from Curb Your Enthusiasm. That shit was fucking unreal. I can't even think of the goddamn name. Fuck, that was good.
Larry David.
Larry David.
Larry David, yeah. I couldn't remember.
I don't know what the name
it's
of the movie was, but it was like a spin-off of Curb Your Enthusiasm. It was a movie, and it was fucking awesome. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll have it.
Me neither.
Back to the fucking script.
You look so much bigger in that chair. Is that how you intimidate everyone?
Where is Katie Hogan?
She's in San Diego. I just told you.
San Diego.
San Diego.
How do we get to San Diego, or how does San Diego get to us, or how do we get involved?
Yeah, just fly San Diego up here.
Yeah, I think that's probably your best option.
Are you going to be Katie Hogan for Halloween?
That's actually was suggested by your wife last night. That was hilarious. Someone else has done that before, but ever since I got my ass kicked when I was like 8 or 9 years old for Halloween, I've pretty much protested actually.
You don't
having a
dress up
costume
anymore.
on. So I put a T-shirt on that says, "No, really, this is my costume."
Oh my God!
I'm not really into Halloween.
Remember for Halloween when we worked at Sharky's, we went as Groucho Marx, and we both got in trouble.
Yeah.
Because they said you have to wear a costume, so we went and got Groucho Marx
the
glasses.
glasses, yeah.
And we both wore that. And
That
they were
was
like,
the
"You
Best
can't-"
400 yen I've ever spent in my life in Japan. Buying Groucho Marx glasses. I got a lot of use out of those suckers.
You get a lot of cheap pops out there.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, everyone wanted to take a picture with me. It's great. I have no idea why. It didn't make any sense. But that's the way it is out there.
That's the way it
for
are.
some reason.
But we weren't in Japan. We were at Sharky's.
I'm so confused.
Oh, yeah,
Where did
that's-
Japan come? Did
Well, that's where he
San
bought it. He
Diego
brought it
fly to
back.
Well, it was
Japan?
my second pair. It was my second pair.
Sharky's is in L.A. too.
All right,
I'm
back to
confused.
Katie Hogan. I got questions.
All right, I'll try and answer them.
Clear history, just before we get into Katie Hogan.
Huh?
Clear history.
Clear history?
Fuck, I'm confused. What
I
are
don't
we
even know what that
talking
means.
about?
Is that a Michael Keaton movie?
Should I do that to my phone? 'Cause I'm looking up too much porn.
Yeah, really.
That's what I
better
thought.
they
Clear
should.
my history.
Yeah.
All right, anyway.
Control Delete H. I mean,
Wow, that was
that new?
someone walked into the room.
That was great.
Sorry, Mom.
What are we talking about?
Son of a bitch. Does that work?
Something like that.
Something like that.
That's on a
I
PC.
mean, I heard.
obviously.
That's how you get. That's how you get the BBC off of it.
You're done.
No, that's on a PC. I said, not BBC.
No, that's how you erase the BBC.
All that big
From
black
the
cat
PC.
you're looking at.
Oh,
All that bird
okay.
dick you're looking at.
There is one to make it like minimize really fast. I forgot what that was. I knew them all.
You know all the tricks.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
Now you don't even care. You're like, "What's up, Mom?" It's like, "Why are you in the kitchen? Like, go to your room. I've told you this."
I'm cooking bacon and
No,
just
like,
watching
hey,
porn.
Remember that movie we saw where the mom walks in and the kid's whacking off? And
Oh, every comedy ever.
No. It's a educational film.
Oh, bigger, stronger,
It's
faster.
It's called Sex Education for the Trainables, and you can look it up
Oh
on
my
YouTube.
god, that was amazing.
And it's the Trainables means mentally handicapped
Challenged.
people, you know, and they are trying to like train these kids.
This story is going to keep getting worse.
Yeah,
Let's get back
how to
to
have
Katie
sex.
Hogan.
But all right,
All right. Anyway,
forget it. Look it up on the YouTubes.
Anyway, retards having sex. Not a great topic.
No, but remember the woman's like, "What's another name for a penis?" And the kid's like, "Hard on."
He's all excited.
Jimmy. You know, like,
He stands up with one. He's like, "Yeah, that's right here."
and then the teacher's like, "Right," and the kid goes, "Cock." And she's like, "Yeah." And she writes it on the board. Like,
Oh my god.
it's fucking amazing. I mean, it is an amazing. And then there is a part at the end that makes no sense where there's a guy. They're trying to say don't take advantage of the retarded children, and there's a guy in a bathroom stall who goes up to a urinal, and the other guy's next to him. He starts rubbing his
my.
back while he's at the urinal. I'm like, is it the retarded guy rubbing the back of the kid of some other guy, or is it some guy taking advantage of a retarded kid by rubbing his back at a urinal? I can't make sense of it.
Jesse Burdick's done that to me several
Yeah,
times.
is this a Michael Keaton
actually,
movie?
You know what? My favorite thing is
The guy
actually,
hosting it is amazing. You
and we
gotta see
do it
He's
at the
got
gym all the time, is to just turn off the lights. And then people are just like, "Oh no!"
That
Like,
happens here.
all the time. It's
All the time.
great.
Yeah.
It's a great move. Just turn off the lights, especially if someone's taking a crap.
Lights
They're they pretty much got a crap by
What about
by
when it
iPod.
happens at like Kinko's or something? When you go to blow up the bathroom, they got those motion detectors. You ever have that happen?
You run out of time.
You're taking a shit and the fucking lights go off. You're like, you're trying to wave.
trying to
on the
move
toilet.
around.
That means you've been in
You're
there
like,
too
what
long.
But you're already there. I mean, you're already aiming.
I know,
Like,
but
there's
you're you're like, what the shit?
Wait a
It'd be
second.
worse
Wait a
if
second.
you-
Wait a second. When was the last time you took a crap at a Kinko's?
Oh, it's great for that.
What?
24 hours.
Wait, what else do you do at Kinko's?
Yeah, I don't even know what
Well, they
can
don't
you
even
do
have
I
Kinko's
shit
anymore.
everywhere.
at a Kinko's. When
Yeah.
was the last time
Remember
you were at Kinko's?
what we call it? Go in public.
Well, no, I don't go to Kinko's for any other reason but to shit.
Okay. Well, when's the last time you did that?
Do you have
Probably
them
about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Do you have them copy it or mail it while you're
I was
there?
walking by, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta take a
Nip,
shit.
I love this place. I
just-
can't wait to crap in the dark.
You can flush and fax at the same time.
Exactly. That's
Flush all the facts. Clear your history.
all that too. Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway,
That's
back
what
to
Mike's
Katie.
doing right
talent.
now.
Yeah, I am.
He's clearing his
By the way,
history.
nothing ever works at Kinko's, so the only thing you can do is take a shit.
Do the toilet? The toilets work?
Like the
No, I don't
computer-
bother with anything else.
The toilet works, but try
I don't
to
even
like,
know what they do.
Why do you
you
guys
try
have
to-
Kinko's? There's fucking email now.
If you try
It's
to print
2014.
something- because
I have
every
no
once in
idea
a
what they
while, somebody archaic calls you and like, we need to fax this document, and you can't send an email. They
It's
don't
called a
let you.
scanner.
Who has a scanner besides Kinko's?
People.
Why would you buy one when it's so archaic? It
Well,
doesn't
it's
matter.
$99 to get a printer, a scanner, and like a fax.
Is that
It's
what
all
they
in
do?
one and a toaster. They
Yeah,
all come in
but
one.
then it
now.
makes
You
some
gotta
great
bring
toast.
You got to bring it home. You got to hook it up, and that's just too much.
You mean
man.
plug it in?
It's too much.
It's rough.
It's too much work. It's
hard.
You're the worst nerd ever, Bor.
I think I have all that stuff, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, you
No,
have like
I
20 of
wouldn't
them.
I don't even know what's going on.
I have
Ask the
two
wife.
that
She'll
will
tell
do
you how
that
to do it.
scan, fax, all that shit. Because one of them I use for the DVDs to make the DVD because it'll print
DVD.
on the discs, and the other one.
Who has fucking DVDs?
Yeah, talk
anymore?
about archaic.
Exactly,
DVD.
exactly.
Christ, on a
People
cross.
People
still
always
buy
say,
them.
"Hey, I'm
Jesus
gonna make."
Christ on a cross.
People say, "I'm gonna make a fitness DVD," and I'm like, "Nobody has a DVD."
I don't
player
have
anymore.
DVD. don't
I just
even have-
download
have
shit.
The
it
last
played.
one we made was in 2000 or 2008. Yeah,
Never enough.
All right. Any
Yeah,
fucking way.
bench, yeah.
Can
Never
we
enough
get back to
fitness.
the seriousness of this?
Serious.
Do people even know who's here right now?
No.
no.
Who cares?
There's like 15 people on the mic.
They'll
That's-
figure it out. We're trying to talk about Katie Hogan. This is the most important thing.
Yes.
We got to get this out of the way.
It's true. Well, I'm glad that we stuck to the script that we came up with about trying to not talk about me at all and I have it all about
There's
Katie
no
Hogan.
reason to
Yeah,
talk,
no,
except
there
for
isn't.
we have questions about your head.
Exactly.
You know, like how much it weighs and whatnot. How many tables can it break? How many sandwiches you eat in a day? Stuff like that.
Why PB&J? I heard your guys' little thing.
No, Stan forced that upon us, and he
That
ate
was
chicken
great.
breast.
You just
It was
said
amazing.
how you love PB&J.
No, it was
though.
great. It was great.
That's
Yeah.
like forcing sex. Oh, this
Because
hot blonde forced sex on me.
I'm fat. I'm fat. I'll eat
It was
whatever.
amazing though. It was like he was like, "Oh, you guys look hungry."
Stan Efforting, by
You
the
guys
way.
look hungry. And we're like, "We're starving." Yeah. He's like, "I made you some sandwiches." We're like, "You did what?" He's like, "I got you some peanut butter and jelly over here, and there's some ham and turkey over here, and over here, I actually put ham and turkey on the same ones." We're like,
I love
this
that.
is amazing."
I love
with
that.
mayo.
Yeah, and he's like, "This one has mayo, this one doesn't." I was like, "How long did you prep all this food? Like, this was all this morning?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, that's amazing.
It's like a distraction technique.
It was
Yeah, what's the
awesome.
secret
Because then he ate
bodybuilder
steak and
technique?
rice.
Yeah, then he had steak and rice
Fucking
behind his little curtain
Getting all
thing.
jacked,
It was-
fattening us up,
Yeah, it was amazing.
making us all purple and fat.
He makes a great
Gross.
Stan makes a great sandwich.
The best PB&J ever?
It's up there. I would say
Dang.
sure it would is up there.
Daddy Stanley.
But then last weekend I was in at Slater's 50/50. Got the peanut butter and jealousy. Have you ever been there?
No, what is that?
Slater, you're in LA. You don't know?
Yeah, don't
Slater's 50/50?
fake fat guy us, Chris. We
But
know you've been
I
there.
don't.
It's a burger place. It's amazing. And they have,
Why is your
is it?
picture on the wall, Chris, if you've never been there?
I don't know where the hell I am.
Probably.
It's in the Orange County where I think I
It's
was.
in Orange County. It's not in L.A.
But it's in. There's
No,
a
it's
bunch of them
not.
down
No,
there.
it's not.
Oh
It's
my
not
god!
LA.
Get your phone out and look for Slater's 50/50.
I'm getting
get
blown up.
all the addresses
Who the
for
hell is
poor.
texting me? What are we? 50-50?
Slater's 50/50.
Slater like the
What is
surfer?
it? Half
Yes.
beef, half what?
Bacon.
Oh.
Half beef, half bacon.
It's awesome. But then they have a burger that's a patty, pieces of bacon, and then jelly. And
It's in Anaheim,
peanut butter
too.
and jelly.
Anaheim and where else?
Wait,
I don't know.
Like 3 or 4 of them.
Pasadena, San Diego, Cucamonga,
50%.
Yeah,
San
Cucamonga.
Marcos, Huntington.
Cucamonga.
None of them are L.A.
Wait a second.
Those are all
Yeah, none of
LA.
those are- well-
as far as I'm concerned.
None
like
are
Southern
Compton,
California.
right?
Rancho Sticky Butthole.
You got to be really fat to drive like an hour to get a burger, though.
Well, I was in Orange County, or I don't know where I was. Newport Beach. Is there somewhere in there?
50% burger. I'm still working on the
Yes.
math.
Yep.
And then 50% bacon.
Yep.
And
Oh my.
50% peanut butter and jelly?
Yes.
My God, this picture is amazing.
Peanut butter and jealousy burger.
That's
No,
My
it's
math
a-
is correct. That's
it's
340%.
Oh, their
It's
stuff is so
two-third
good.
pound turkey patty, Swiss cheese, pulled pork, pickled red onion, banana rum mustard, fresh mint
You like that banana.
on
he likes pulling pork.
thick sliced sourdough.
Who doesn't?
Thick
Yeah, you
slice.
like pulled pork too, don't you?
Pulled off to the
Sick
side.
bastard. Burdick, you're a sick bastard.
I think you're.
Huh?
Yep.
Thank
you. You got it.
Anyway, we're trying to talk about Katie Hogan.
You got it.
And we keep getting off track. Anyway, I got a question a couple days ago from our boy, Jacob Nestor, out in Colorado.
Oh yeah.
And, I mean, he wanted to know why Katie Hogan's so hot, too.
And why she's not here.
And why she's not here.
Of
He's
course.
upset. But, yeah, CrossFit Durango.
Yes.
He wants to know, is it possible to, get strong and also be in shape for CrossFit? Is it possible to kind of chase after some powerlifting goals along with doing some CrossFitty stuff? And that's exactly what your girlfriend has done. Katie Hogan has successfully done that. So I'd like you to talk about that.
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Get in the veal.
I'm getting a
Get
feel.
in the veal. Yeah. No. I think. I mean, if you train properly, as long as you have your kind of seasons mapped out, I think you can kind of get anything done. Really, the best way to do it is kind of in the quote unquote
Riding two asses with one horse.
Yeah, I think so. But in the off season, you can kind of really focus on strength, and then you can kind of start to move things around. The best way that I've always found is just to kind of take a little bit of a 5-3-1 perspective or the Wendler perspective, and just pull off 10% of what your maxes are. So every once in a while, you might touch 90%. And then everything else is going to still be in kind of that magic 80 to 90% range, or even 70 to 90%. And then you can use that as your lifts. I mean, what we really got to look at is, these CrossFitters now are, I mean, they're legitimately strong.
Right.
And I mean, what they're doing is they're not just doing CrossFit. They're doing some lift, and then they're doing a Metcon, and then they're doing some skill work. So as long as your lifts are prioritized properly, there's no reason why you can't continue to get strong and kind of drop a powerlifting meet in the middle of that training. It's just about your priorities. Jacob's a taller, skinnier guy. So he's
Skinny.
Skinny.
If you're listening.
Yes, Jacob, eat something. So
Sandwich.
he's probably got kind of the body weight gymnastic stuff down. So I mean, he could probably afford to even tilt things a little bit further over to the strength side of things. But there are people who need to kind of work on body weight gymnastic skill, etc. And you just got to kind of have things prioritized. So a lot of times, what I have the people that I work with is in the off season, if they need a priority of strength comes first, and then everything else comes second. And as we get closer into kind of the CrossFit Open, kind of the CrossFit season, it'll go skill, metcon, and then strength at the end. So even you're going to take 10% off of what you're using anyways, and then you're going to be tired by the time you get there, and you just use what you have and work up to whatever you can during that day, whatever the prescribed lift and reps are. So you just have to approach it smart. You know, you can't go in and try and max out every day. That's just not going to be, if your goal is to be a good CrossFitter, that's just not going to work.
Right.
I mean, you're going to be missing out on a lot of other stuff. You're going to be banged up, and some of the other movements you're going to need.
It might just take you a longer time if you're pursuing two things at once.
Well, exactly. But I mean, CrossFit is a lot of things all at once, as is. But you just have to prioritize what you want to have as your what you need to focus on, and that should be first, and then everything else kind of comes second and third.
You look at like Rich Froning. You know, some people have kind of speculated that he can jump into an Olympic lifting meet and do pretty well.
Right.
Not that he would kill everybody, but he would do pretty well. You look at Sam Dancer has deadlifted 675 at the CrossFit Games as part of a deadlift ladder.
Yep.
A short rest period, so he can probably even pull more than that, over 700-pound deadlift.
Yeah.
And there's many other CrossFitters that we know that deadlift 500, 550, and even 600 pounds. So
Yeah.
it's definitely possible. If other people out there are doing it, you know, you just kind of hate to hear people say, oh, well, you can't bodybuild and powerlift at the same time. Well, you sort of, it's not a great idea to try to do the two things at the same time. You'd be better off prioritizing one over the other at certain time periods, as
Right.
you're saying. But you certainly can. Stan Efferding was a pro bodybuilder. When he was doing bodybuilding shows, he hung out with bodybuilders and he bodybuilded.
Right.
When he was powerlifting, he hung around powerlifters. He got a little fat, chubbed out, and powerlifted.
Right.
And so you can kind of chase two things at once. Don't let fucking people put thoughts in your mind that you can't.
Yeah,
You can go after more than one thing at a
You're
time.
periodizing your goals that way, right?
Well, you just have to be realistic with your goals, and I mean, you're realistic with your progress as well. So if you're focusing on powerlifting, you know, and then you're doing a little bit of your accessory work as bodybuilding stuff, you know, if your powerlifting is going to move, you know, every week's going to move up, just say 5%, just for numbers, and then your the bodybuilding stuff is going to probably move up maybe 1 or 2%, you know. So you just got to be realistic about how things are going to progress as you go, and then the closer you get to something, you got to drop everything else off, and you got to focus on what your quote unquote sport is, or what the competition is, or the meet is. And very rarely do you see anyone who's lifting heavy going into a bodybuilding show. The only one we've ever heard of is Ronnie Coleman.
Lightweight, yeah, buddy.
And I mean, he would go in there, but I mean, he was just such a freak as is, so he just did whatever he wanted. It didn't really make any sense.
He just found different ways to challenge himself. I think that's all it was about.
Right. He just needed to make sure he got to the gym.
Oh my God.
But I heard someone the other day, I read an article that he did the same back routine for like 20 years.
Yeah, no,
I heard
I was
that
talking
too.
about that too. Ronnie
we
Coleman,
talked about it here on the podcast as well.
no, he's amazing. He talks about switching things up, and I think that there's something to be said for people that are genetic freaks. Right. There's a guy at Gold's Gym that has the best physique in the entire gym, and he cheats on every exercise. Horrible form. He's a 58-year-old black guy, and he looks amazing. Yeah. And he competes in bodybuilding. He used to be a pro bodybuilder and everything. But his form is, he rocks up back and forth on curls and does all these things. But he's just going to grow no matter what. Right. And there's people that are just like
it's
that out there.
consistency too.
Branch
hard.
Warren lifts like that. And he's
Oh, yeah, the
top
guy's
level.
at the gym every day for 4 hours.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
he's there doing it. And it's like, I think even just him moving around. But Ronnie Coleman says that, you know, you got to switch things up. He's like, I've done the same back routine for 20 years, and look at me. And it's like, well, he's going to respond to that. Not everybody will.
Right.
But it also shows you that, just like Mark said, consistency.
It's,
Well, and also just the principle of like just going in there and working a little harder than you did last time. Right.
And it's not actually the same. He's switching up weights and reps, and he's doing the same exercises, really, you know.
Yeah, you got stronger over a long period of time.
But I mean, that just shows you know, your exercise selection doesn't need to be so huge in order to really progress in one thing. I mean, how many different kinds of rows can you do?
I watched Mike O'Hearn train back the other day, and it's like he just does simple, you know, compound movements, and he just does them really heavy, and he's huge.
How? Where were your hands when you were watching him train back?
Who else
I was
about
actually
you?
filming him.
Oh,
Did you watch Rhino and Titan go head to head? Oh my god.
No, I didn't make it there for that.
Oh my god.
I saw the pose down though.
Yeah,
There wasn't
yeah.
a bat signal that told you to go to the gym when that was going on?
No.
Okay. Oh.
That seemed
should've been.
awkward.
But Stan was the one. He texted me he's like, "What's O'Hearn's number?" I'm like, "Oh god."
This is
Yeah.
gonna be
Well,
great.
what's this gonna turn into?
Powerlifters meet up and we deadlift, whatever. Like bodybuilders meet up, they take their clothes off and pose.
No, they did arms. They trained arms.
I know, but then I guarantee they went to the pose room.
Oh,
and
yeah.
posed. Like that's
Oh, they were.
that's
There
what
was pictures.
bodybuilders do.
We saw those pictures,
Yeah, that's
yes.
what bodybuilders do.
it wasn't
Why?
the posing room. They posed out in public.
Well, of
Yes.
course,
Yes.
that's even better.
I like to say
In
that
front of
John
the
Wellborn
dumbbells.
looked at all of those pictures a number of times.
Well, I actually made a comment on Stan's photo, and I said, "Imagine what Stan could do if he was natural." And O'Hearn today saw me in the gym. He's like, "You're an asshole." And I was like, "Well, I was just fucking with you guys."
Mike O'Hearn's dog ran fucking 2 miles this morning. What the fuck did you do?
at 4 a.m. and he crushed it.
That dog is shredded under all that fur.
Under all that fur, just shredded.
Striker.
He's natural.
Yeah, Striker. He fucking kicked ass this
Oh
morning.
my God.
Really do 2 miles because I was there this morning. I saw him.
He's dedicated.
I saw Striker.
Saw a dog just running
was the
around
dog
on a
running on the treadmill?
He runs
Yeah.
on the treadmill,
That's
but he
so
also
weird.
snoozes a lot.
Huskies fucking shed everywhere too. I would be so pissed.
Yeah,
No,
Husky in LA.
that dog's really clean and well groomed.
I'm not saying O'Hearn's a dog fucking abuser. I'm just saying husky shed hair
No, I'm
goes
just saying
places.
the dog is not shedding all over the gym. He is very.
All right, Caesar Milan.
He's cool. He's chill.
All right.
Why do you
But I don't know
who
why that
is?
dog comes.
He's
a
the dog
husky.
whisperer.
A husky with shaved nuts, you know?
I don't know why that.
It's
dog,
totally natural.
Yeah, he gets a Brazilian, right? He's fucking clean.
I don't know what that dog is doing at the gym. It's just weird.
Well, he's working out, you said.
He's always. The dog
training.
is always there.
He's
He's important.
O'Hearn's therapy dog, right?
Therapy. That's what it
You know
is.
what? Mike actually, which is really cool, brings the dog to children's hospitals and
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
kids
yeah.
and stuff like that. And he says he brings them, he has them around a lot of people all the time. He's a service
keeps-
dog.
keeps
He's a
them
legitimate
socialized.
service
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
But I don't think it's Mike's therapy dog. I think it's just
Servicing.
You can't
Servicing
prove
Mike,
that.
I think.
You can't prove that. I have to say this burger looks amazing.
How much
Peanut
peanut
butter
butter does
jealousy?
that dog eat?
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's remarkable. You got to get it on the
Penis
pretzel bun too.
Oh, pretzel bun? 'Cause
Yeah,
this
they
is
were
like a
awesome.
Oh
honey
my god,
something
why are
bun.
pretzel buns so
They're
good?
so amazing.
You can even buy like
Pretzels are
shitty ones
amazing.
from Costco and they're still so
Those
delicious.
are so terrible, but they're still so
yeah,
good.
it doesn't matter. It's so much better than
I
regular
saw them
bread.
the other day. I was like, man, I really want these, but they're not that good. But I would still eat all 16
All
of
of
them.
them.
Pretzels are awesome.
Yeah, you're a big pretzel guy, huh?
Pretzels and bagels.
I love pretzels
Bagels.
too.
What about a pretzel bagel?
East Coast.
So
Pretzel
good.
bagel.
Or even just like a salt bagel.
Salt bagel are the best.
That's a bench bagel right there.
That is.
I feel like it doesn't matter. Like every bagel's good. Like not quality, flavor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's definitely quality
the
with
sweet
bagels.
ones I don't really get.
Fresh
They're like-
and a little chewy.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like cinnamon sugar and
Oh,
chocolate
yeah.
chip.
Yeah, we
ones
might
are
as well
great.
get a cinnamon roll.
Right.
Who are we fucking kidding?
Right.
Yeah. Hey, you might as well go overboard. If you want diabetes, you might as well go
Well,
overboard.
you're gonna eat sugar bread. Eat real sugar bread.
Jesse Burdick has an announcement to make here about diabetes today.
How to get it? There's a new way how to get it. You
Is it
gotta
an
go to-
ebook?
Yeah, well, I could write. No, it'd be a really short
Save it
ebook.
for your ebook. It's $89.99.
But it's the peanut butter s'mores peanut butter Pizookie from BJ's. It is like the
Wait a
cookie
second.
thing in the yeah.
Me and Jim are married. Are we still allowed to have a piece of the Pizookie?
Sure.
Okay.
A BJ
You're
Pizookie
allowed to go
sounds
to
so
BJ's.
backwards.
BJ
That's like a devil's threesome.
But it's cookie, and then there's a layer of peanut butter, and then there's a layer of fluff, and then there's like about probably a good 17 to
What's
20.
fluff?
It's like it's
Marshmallow. Okay. All right.
Wait,
Wow,
wait,
you were-
this
that was violent.
Oh my
you were so
God.
pissed.
Wait, that's not s'mores. Though. That's a fluff.
What's-
enough.
No, but
Punched me with
it's-
his eyes.
Oh, it's fluff, and then it's like about 17 marshmallows that are toasted.
Fluff.
They're like put in the thing, and it's like
That's a
it's
fluffernutter.
and then it's like 2 or
Yeah,
3 scoops of
fluffernutter.
ice cream.
That's a fluffernutter.
I'm just telling you what it's called. It's called the peanut butter s'mores. Go talk to the people at BJ's.
I will.
Have you had
yeah, go talk to them.
I was there last night.
Yeah.
Do you
Yes.
think it was invented by Gaglione?
Oh, by gags.
Have you had
But
the local
They
Pizookie?
also
he's
have
been
a
consulting them.
salted
the salted caramel one too. I saw that.
salted sea turtle.
The salted sea turtle.
What is that from the
Salted
Chinese
caramel.
store?
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
That sounds terrible.
That
Sea
sounds
salt,
great.
something.
Caramel sea salt one, but the
Caramel
peanut butter s'mores one is
What's that other
instant
thing that we had?
diabetes. What's that?
What's that one thing that you and I had that actually did give us diabetes? That
Oh, it was like a white chocolate lava cake or something from Applebee's or Chili's. I don't know. I can never tell the difference of which one is which.
God, it was Chili's.
And it was, but yeah, it was the white chocolate.
Really made me sick, and you warned me beforehand. I'm like, fuck off. It ain't
come
gonna do
on.
nothing.
And you're like, no, it's going to make me sick.
My nose was like all freezing cold, and the rest of my body was all hot and sweaty. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Your feet started to go
He's
numb.
like, you have diabetes. That's what's going on. Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, those
Can
are.
you get diabetes like
I need
instantly?
a wheelchair.
I'm pretty sure
Like,
that
can
I
you go in and out of diabetes?
absolutely with the peanut butter
Yeah, you
s'mores
can.
one. You
Unless
can.
you have type 1.
No,
Type
like
1
can you like if you can get type 2 diabetes means could you get it and then come back?
Yeah,
I've been
you
all
can.
types of diabetic.
Yeah, type 3. I just saw this morning that they think they're going to have a cure for type 1 within like 10 years probably.
Well, then type 2 has to be solvable soon.
Yeah,
Imagine.
there's a cure for that too.
it's
it's called-
Stop
Stapling
being
your
so
mouth
fucking
shut.
fat. Is what
stop
it's
being
called.
fat. You know, type 1 is usually damage caused by viruses or whatever at a young age. Usually doesn't happen in older people, and so yeah,
That's
there's
when you need like the insulin all the time and all that.
yeah,
right?
stem cells. Like they're using stem cells to recreate
I'm all about
the-
stem cells.
the
I don't know much about them,
pancreatic
but I've read like
But
one
you're in-
article and it
you're in
sounds amazing.
favor?
Yeah, like growing arms back and shit. It's kind of like Spider-Man, right?
Spider-Man, amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, you steal a fucking cell from a lizard's tail, put it in your arm, and you grow it back. You're extra strong. You beat some bitches up.
Yeah, but your arm's like a lizard arm.
Yeah.
It's got scales on it and stuff.
Would
That
you be
happens.
better off than chopping off your arm when it goes bad and growing a new one back?
Yeah. Instead of bicep curls, you just keep cutting it off for it to grow back stronger.
Oh, that would be great.
See?
That's interesting.
I'm not as dumb as I look.
Probably.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
Back to Pazookies. Have you guys had the Chicago Fire local place?
Oh, yeah.
Pizza cookie. Kind of
Yeah.
the same idea, but I don't know why. I think it's
Chicago
better.
Fire.
Well, theirs is like thicker.
Well,
know.
Chicago
That's-
Fire, they're really fat over there.
That's
so
so
They know
yeah.
how to be fat. They got good wings.
I know the
Chicago Fire.
They
it's
got
a
really
pizza
good
place.
wings.
It's amazing. The wings and the deep dish.
You're
is
too fat.
Pretty
We'll
fucking
go
good.
after
Take me
this.
there.
That's very good.
It's pretty
I'm
good
lying.
for a
We'll-
West Coast,
I'm
East
too
Coast
fat,
pizza.
they won't let me
You're
in.
too fat. Yeah, they won't.
Did they scan your glucose levels at the door?
They
You
should.
come in.
Yeah, prick your finger at the door.
They should.
If you're
sticks at
too
the door.
fat, you can't come in.
That would be. That is.
Sorry, your
great.
blood sugar is over 300.
He's
You
like,
can't.
you can't
a
eat
fucking
here.
EKG.
That would be
So
so
good.
good.
That place is amazing.
Oh my God.
Eric, I know
You have
that.
to eat on a treadmill.
That stuffed pizza, it takes a half an hour, but it's the best
Yeah,
thing ever.
well, I
It
know
weighs
that-
90 pounds.
Yeah, I went to school with the owner's daughter, and I guess they he went to Chicago like every week just to eat pizza, like getting his ingredients.
His
and shit.
research.
How fat is he?
That's
so
amazing.
Does he
great.
look like Bob Evans?
No, he doesn't even look that bad. He looks like pretty average, pretty good.
Anytime it says that it takes 30 minutes to prepare anything, you have to order it.
Yeah, it's probably the best.
Yeah,
You're like, I don't care if it takes 3 hours. It's great.
There's those desserts.
I'll take
Like, it
3.
takes 2 hours.
Does that take 6
Half hour.
hours?
Order it.
Yeah.
Give me it. Give me 5.
Yeah, I don't know, but it always takes long to make it like a souffle. And
Yeah,
those
that's
are always,
a souffle. Yeah.
Yeah, those are always. Yeah.
But when you compare it to like a
gay.
lean
Depends on
pocket,
where you get it.
takes you 30
Kinda weak.
seconds.
Well, right, but I mean, you're saying if it's there, you have to get it.
the chocolate souffle at Cut, however, that was delicious.
Why was Cut so fucking
so
good?
I don't
Hey,
even
you guys
remember.
want to go to Cut for my birthday? Come to LA.
I don't want to
Alright,
go to
come on.
anything with you, but Cut
No.
sounds
When's
great.
your birthday?
Tomorrow, okay.
November.
Deal. I'm there.
We're busy.
November
We're busy.
3rd.
We're
November
busy.
3rd.
Dang.
Oh,
What are you going
is
to
that
turn,
the meet?
25?
No, it's the next weekend.
All right. I guess we're going to L.A.
We're working.
Road trip.
No, I
grinding.
think you have a meet.
Working.
No, the weekend
No.
after.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the 7th and 8th.
You
or
have
something.
meet
8th and
at
9th.
Cut, and then you have a meet.
There you
It
go.
doesn't matter.
Could I bring my meat to the Cut?
It doesn't matter. We're not going.
Mark, don't rain on my parade.
He just wants to go back to cut.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, that was amazing.
It was.
Spectacular.
It's my birthday. Come on.
Hey.
You could have your birthday.
Shut up, 50 Cent.
Here.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Where am I going to go here?
Chicago Fire.
4 people got that, and they're like embarrassed to even know that they
Yeah.
got that, and I'm one of them.
Hey.
So there's 3 people out there who are just like, yeah, oh no.
Oh.
What else is going on, Burdick? Why is there like why is there so many hot chicks coming into CSA? What is the deal with that?
It's some sort of haven. Once they see like a couple, they all just like start to swarm.
Is it getting to be gross?
No, gross is
Gay.
gross is not the word, but difficult to manage would be my explanation.
Hot and sweaty.
It is.
And
It's
wet.
It's great. It's a
Moist.
lot of fun to just have that sort of a population around, running around, being in having to had deal with some of the situations I was in before, to where
It's a lot better than super training. It's disgusting.
well, yeah.
here.
Bunch
I mean,
of fat
there's-
fucks.
Yeah,
everywhere.
absolutely. So it makes
Trying
it for
to
a
get a
lot,
wedgie from
a
it.
lot more fun. Makes it a lot more fun, more interesting.
Yeah, I'm spotting Robot, and you're spotting Jackie Perez. How does that work?
It's a little bit of
I
a
got
trade-off.
fucking-
Literally the worst.
That's,
That's like night and day right there.
that's
Yeah.
about as big of a chasm as you can create.
God damn.
He looked so tan today.
Oh, he looked wonderful.
Robot,
didn't he?
man,
And Jack.
looks great. Looks great. Just like he looked such a creamsicle. That guy. He looks awesome.
Creamsicle.
Creamsicle.
He's
But
white
yeah,
and orange. He's vanilla and
he's just terrible.
yeah.
But
When
we love
Robot
him.
dies, he'll probably turn darker.
You think he'll
Maybe.
get a
He
tan.
won't- Yeah, he's so pale. He'll like turn darker than he already is.
And then when he
Turn-
comes back as a
like his-
vampire, no one will notice.
Nobody will care.
What's going on with that? How about the 480 bench today? What the fuck's going on with that?
Yeah, that was good. The pressings actually, it was. Tony asked me about it. He's like, "What have you been doing?" It's like, "Well, forever." Bell's just been telling me that I just got to press more, and after a while, you just figure out how to make that work without
Right.
hurting yourself. I thought I just need more tricep.
We call him Tony. We call him Tony 2 times.
Yes,
Tony TM.
Tony TM.
Yeah.
But I thought a lot of extensions would work, but those banged up my elbow. But I've
Circle
just been
seems
doing a
pretty
lot of pressing, and before every bench session, whether it's dynamic or max effort, I'm doing like 5 to 6 sets of dumbbell presses, either overhead or on the bench, and then going into my max effort or the main movement of the day. So I just need to press, and I mean, when you really look at things as a whole, coming from a baseball background, who most everyone has no clue what physical training is in baseball. I was never allowed to bench press. So, my bench pressing days have been the past 15 years. Oh, there it is. It's time.
Mike's going to poop.
Yep. See you later. This podcast.
Monster caught up with him,
Yes.
so to speak.
So, just been trying to catch up with more volume, more reps as they kind of go. And then, technique-wise, it's always been very slow. Check the technique. Just been very slow, so I've been trying to take your advice and starting to move a lot faster. And it's really starting to come along and starting to feel really good.
So you did 480 today, and I missed it.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
480 today. You want to see it? I have it on my phone.
I'm sure you do.
God.
Instagram that.
I already did.
He did already.
What do you think's going
You
on
don't
with your
like it?
nipples? They were pretty hard today. Like during the bench press, they were like really, really super
I was
erect.
just excited.
All right.
Thanks for helping. You've been helping me trying to bring that subject up. Just drop nipples into conversations here and there.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
It's important.
It's good practice.
Some nipples are looking up and some are looking down.
Looking down.
But we're all looking at them.
Straight down the ground.
Straight down to the ground. And frowning and
Yes,
sad.
and sad. But yeah, so that's coming along, and then I got a meet in the week after the TST meet. I have a bunch of newbies doing it that I jumped in with them. But the team
Sweet.
the team at CSA is doing really well. Everyone's kind of beat up and grinding through the last little bit of the 3 weeks, which is about normal. We always say that if you can make your teammates about want to not be here and quit about the third week, you did a good job. You're going to have a good meet. So it's just about keeping them sane. And then I got to deal with like weight cuts and shit in the next couple of weeks. But everyone's set up pretty much to have that was fast, Mike.
Yeah, just walked in the door. Didn't even go to the toilet.
Oh, okay.
I just took a shit
You
in the
just really
bathroom.
you just walked like 4 feet
Yeah.
over here out of sight and
A
just
little bit of privacy.
There you go.
Let her go.
Just around the corner.
There's a shit on the turf over there. Sorry.
Really?
Sorry, Mark.
Pooped on the turf a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay.
Upgrade. Who knows what will grow there now?
That's true.
That's a good point.
It's fertilizer.
Apple tree? Who knows?
Oh, I love apples.
Can you fertilize turf?
Duh.
I don't think so.
Maybe. Avocado tree might grow there.
I bet-
Go all paleo on that shit.
I bet Boise does. How else is it blue?
Yeah.
You ever seen bluegrass? And I'm not
Yeah,
talking
Kentucky
music.
bluegrass.
Yeah.
Boise
Kentucky?
State, yeah.
I'm not
Kentucky.
talking fucking music either.
Boise State.
Is it true that birds like kill themselves on that thing, thinking it's water?
I've heard that before. I
Yeah,
don't know if it's really true.
That's so sad. PETA's gonna fucking go
That's not
nuts.
that sad. You're like, that's so sad.
You were freaking out about the dogs earlier. Like, it's a husky. He doesn't shed. He's well groomed.
Birds are dumb.
You were talking about birds dying.
You were talking about huskies working
You're
out
like
in the
worried that
Mecca.
it's all shedding all over the gym.
This
I
is
was like,
this is
oh,
a great podcast.
I don't know.
Right here, it's just
People
Mike
just
and
tuned out.
Chris arguing. Chris telling us about bad movies.
Just because your nickname's an
I got
animal.
more bad movies to talk about. By the way.
Yeah,
well,
why?
tell us about good movies.
You like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Tell us
That was
about your
pretty
own
good.
movie.
That was fun.
Pretty good. That was a good movie. Like
No, Guardians of the Galaxy was
Okay.
fun. It was good.
You fucking make your own movie instead of fucking bitching all the time.
I just finished one. It's coming out. So
All right, we don't need your plugs.
I just said, why don't you make your own movie?
So you
Mark just set him up for that one. Come on, got to give him something.
You said you finished your rough cut. That's off to
Finished a rough cut of Prescription
Sundance.
Thugs, which Smelly, a.k.a. Mark Bell, is in that
Oh
movie.
my god! I didn't sign off on that. Did
Does
I?
he play the thug or what?
I don't know if you did sign off on it.
Hey, now I never did actually, but it doesn't matter.
No, you signed a
God damn it, I did.
peace treaty or something.
I think we all signed a release of some kind.
Oh fuck!
You released yourself.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so we actually sent that into Sundance, and now you just hope and pray that it gets in. But it's also a rough cut, so it's not 100% finished. But everybody's really happy with
There's
it.
no reason to pray. It's fucking awesome.
No, I mean whatever. You just say that because you're supposed to be humble, but
No, it doesn't matter.
It's amazing.
It's fucking great.
It's amazing.
Now, is it just kind of a 15-minute thing, or it's the whole movie,
This is an hour and 35 minutes,
which
right
would be pretty roughly what it would be if you once you clean it up a little bit?
It's a feature length documentary, and we submitted it to Sundance, and then we also have a deal with Netflix already. So no matter what, like it'll
go.
be coming out. Yeah,
Is it another movie about steroids?
I wish it was about steroids. It's actually about
Why
the
are people
drug.
taking steroids? all
Well,
over the place?
everybody says like, look, steroids will kill you, and marijuana will kill you, and this will kill you, and that'll kill all throughout time they tell you all these drugs will kill you, but the drugs that are actually killing people are all the prescription drugs that the doctors tell you to take.
Right.
So the drugs that the doctors tell you to take are actually killing more people than any of the illegal drugs, than cocaine, than heroin, than anything. So combined,
Maybe
actually.
not alcohol though.
No, more than alcohol for sure. More than car accidents.
More than cigarettes.
One person every 19 minutes dies of a prescription drug overdose.
Holy
and that includes
cramp.
Heath Ledger and Whitney Houston and
Right.
Is that
all
worldwide?
these people that we love, including almost
Is that U.S. or worldwide?
Most of the
that's
issues.
that's in the United States. And
yeah, most of the issues U.S. Yeah.
the thing is, that's interesting is
Probably, yeah.
they actually did a whole story. It's in the movie. We showed this little clip. They did a whole story on Eminem and how he almost died from prescription drugs. And they're like, for more on the Eminem story, go to 60minutes.com, sponsored by Pfizer. And you're like, are you kidding me? Like,
Whoa.
I mean, it's just such,
Holy
yeah.
crap!
blatantly out there,
So the deaths are due to prescription drugs, but they're not necessarily always prescribed to that person, right?
Not always prescribed to that person, but what a lot of people do is they will get drugs prescribed to them and they just flip them. So
Right.
it's like, everybody needs to make money and eat, and you get a big prescription for
Make them money.
Percocet or Vicodin or whatever, and you just turn it over to somebody else. And
Well, I think it's handy not to be addicted yourself if you're going to do that, so that you can
Don't get high on your own
If you
supply.
want to make
Exactly.
money,
Yeah.
that's one of the rules.
Are we trying to actually now tell people how to do it? Go to a doctor,
Well, hey.
walk in with a limp.
It's just observation.
Biggie Smalls made a song about it. If you wanna
Yeah,
make money.
you walk in with a limp, and
Right, right.
tell them, hey, my back's been hurting. But no, seriously, in all seriousness, that's like,
My back hurts and my dick ain't working so good. You got something that'll help me out?
yeah, well,
Hey.
they will. They'll have, there's a litany of drugs for everything. So we have drugs for, your health, for your hair, for your, erectile dysfunction.
How about my
for your,
butthole?
They actually
I
have.
got butthole problems.
They do. That's called Preparation H, but you can get that over the counter.
Oh, really? I gotta look
think.
into that.
Yeah, you got to
But
drink,
they
like
have,
a bottle
I
of
got
that
major
day.
ass issues.
Well, they have a prescription drug for underperforming eyelashes.
That's amazing.
And so you can go to the doctor and get prescribed this drug.
Restless legs.
Restless legs.
That's awesome.
You know where you get restless legs from? Literally, the causes of it are like eating too much sugar and having too much caffeine.
Exercise-induced asthma is one of my favorites that I've heard kind of recently. I
that made
breathe
up?
really hard when I run.
How funny was
fat.
Seinfeld? You said you saw Seinfeld when he came to Sacramento,
I
yeah?
loved it, yeah.
I think he talked about Viagra. He's like, you guys ever read the small print on that thing? It says if you got an erection for 24 hours, go see a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, after 2 hours, I'm running to a doctor if my wiener won't go down.
No, but the thing is that's actually in the movie. There is a guy who says in the movie, he said, listen, Viagra came out and they put a warning on it because the warnings are supposed to make people not want,
It makes you want to buy it, yeah.
It actually makes you want to buy it. It says, if you experience an erection lasting more than 4 hours, that is like the greatest scam in the history. Like they use that to their advantage because people are like, you get a boner for 4 hours? That's
like
amazing.
I wanted to make a slingshot that's only for guys with dicks that are bigger than 8 inches.
I'll take
oh my
3.
god,
Yeah,
it's
I
about
need-
fucking time. That's me.
I need
Fuck,
that.
man. They're
The
fit my needs.
Magnum slingshot.
Exactly,
Yeah.
the Magnum slingshot.
God damn.
Wait, did you actually come out with that? Because I need that.
It's top secret.
Finally, you'll be able to bench.
Finally, I can bench.
Yeah.
I actually had a teammate in college
Finally, something that will fit me.
who just stopped coming to. We had to end up going to find him, and found out that he popped a bunch of Viagra because he had a date with a girl that and it never ended up going very well.
Oh my
but that was like a Friday night. Didn't show up for Saturday. Didn't show up for Saturday evening. Didn't show up for Sunday. We're like, hey,
Just the biggest jerk off
where's
session.
where's Paul? And we're like, oh, I don't know. He's
He
not
can't
answering his
stop
phone.
touching
So
himself.
we have to
now?
go and find out. We ended up like breaking into his house, and he's just in his. He's like, I can't come out. I can't stand up. I'm like, what's wrong? It's like, well, I took like 3 of those pills that so and so gave me. We're like,
got wood.
like I don't know what you're talking about. It's like I took like 3 Viagra. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, I've had a boner since like
This is recent.
since like 6 p.m. on Friday. I'm like, holy shit! It's like Sunday at like 4 o'clock. We're like, oh,
Why didn't he
man.
call some hookers?
I kind of wanted to ask that too, but he ended up having to go to the ER and get it all.
That
Treated
happened, to
drained.
Mike, that happened to Mike Ryan in London.
We're just calling everybody out right now. Paul,
I didn't-
Mike Ryan.
Mike
What's
Ryan,
up, bitches?
Mike Ryan, I'll tell you, it was great. He was training Mickey Rourke, and they met some girls at a club, and Mickey's like, oh, come on, let's go back to the house. And these girls are like, yeah, we're on our way. We'll be over there in a minute. So Mickey gives Mike a Viagra, and Mike takes it, and Mickey takes one. And then the girls show up, but the problem is only one of the girls showed up. And the girl that Mike was with, she ended up was too drunk, and she went home. And so Mike had taken this Viagra. He's like, I'm sitting on the couch. I'm like, man, I gotta like do something and work off this energy. He's like, so I decided to go for a run through like the streets of London. And I'm running through the streets of London. All of a sudden I get this boner. I got this raging hard on, and I'm like 2 miles out from the house. So I gotta like turn around and like run back with like this.
How do you
and
run
it just won't
with the
go
textbook?
It won't
That's
go
the only
down.
way I know to cover it.
It won't go down.
And Mike Ryan, by the way, wears spandex pretty much 24/7. So
Yeah, it must have been terrible.
On every part of his body.
He said he was wearing sweatpants.
Oh, that's always
yeah,
a good
it's
one.
even-
yeah,
even worse.
The
that's a lot more inconspicuous.
the worst fucking
Sweatpants.
boner pants ever.
It might as well light up down there, you know?
God.
I don't know. I love that
Silhouette
story
job.
though. It's great.
Amazing.
And then I just picture grizzled Mickey Rourke. Like who is that girl? Like what? You know.
He is grizzled.
It's amazing.
5 guys in a room talking about boners for half an hour.
That's totally normal.
Microphone up to my mouth.
Yeah, who made microphones black? Why'd they gotta
I
do
don't
that to
know.
us?
You know,
And why is yours so big, Jim?
I got these foam things. Everyone's gonna have one at some point, but not today. I didn't
Finally
bring
gonna
them
get a
all
big
today.
head.
Yeah. But I had the option of getting like different colors, and I thought we'd stick.
That'd be
with
great.
black.
I need like a bright yellow
How
one
come
or
you're
whatever
the
they have
only
on
one with
Price is
a
Right or
friggin'
whatever.
mic stand?
What?
Are you gonna get mic stands for everyone too?
Yeah. Like when we move into the studio, that's what we'll have.
Yeah, the
Up in
fucking
the studio.
All right, because I can't work like this.
I'm sorry. I know these microphones are so
Sorry,
heavy.
we'll
you've
give
been-
you a raise.
Yeah, you've been really underperforming. The mic stand's going to really bring you
I
way
don't
up,
operate
Chris.
like this usually.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's really going to take your performance to
Is
the
this
next
a
level.
brown M&M in my bucket? I'm leaving.
I'm
I
outta here.
quit.
Wait,
I really
where's
want
the
one of
bucket
those
of M&Ms?
hanging, condenser mics that make your voice really bassy, like
Yeah.
Howard Stern.
Like
Yeah.
Dick Lickerson.
Well, we'd have to fund anything.
I need that.
I think because those are expensive.
Fundme.com.
Fund me.
What a big scam! People just getting funded.
Oh, I love that. It's
People
great.
want me. Fund me. Fund you for what? You're terrible. Like you're awful.
Yeah, people put that up to like go do like a
Kickstarter.
CrossFit event or something. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah. Why do you have to pay again to do what? What are you doing?
Kickstarter and
I
all
thought
that.
you're like an athlete or something.
I'm gonna make a movie. Why don't you fund me? Why don't you go find somebody with a lot of money and have them fund you?
Yeah, I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense.
How much does FundMe or whatever do they take a percentage of that?
Oh, I'm sure they do. It's everything's a
It's gonna be a
scam.
great
Everyone's on the-
scam. That's awesome.
Everyone's on the take. Speaking of everyone on the take, I don't know what you guys think of this. I've been contacted by like top fitness people lately to sell. Have you heard of Visalis? Like there's these
It's like
multi-level
Herbalife, right?
Yeah, like all sorts of people contacting me lately. Like, hey, bro, you can make a lot of money, and I'm like, I don't know what you think I
Yeah, a lot of
do.
those companies are fucking bullshit.
It just cleanses and weird proteins.
I don't know who would ever believe in it, but like Monica Brandt's selling it now. Like some
more call outs.
These
more
names, bring
them out.
No, there's these legitimate fitness people that used to be legitimate selling these multi-level marketing like bullshit scams now. It's
Would it be the
terrible.
same thing as like us getting $10 every time we sell NO Explode or get somebody to refer it?
No, it's a pyramid
No, it's
scheme.
worse
It's
than
based
that.
around, like,
Yeah, it's
you're
like
not
multi-
actually. You're not actually selling anything.
I would be. That would be
It's
like.
like, I know
I
what
would be
multi-level-
recruiting you to go recruit other people to go recruit other people.
Yeah, I know what multi-level marketing is.
Yeah, it's
retarded.
But in that, like, who's actually doing the selling? Like in the
Everybody. I think everybody is.
But
Yeah, and everybody's selling. Everybody's like taking money from everybody else.
Yeah.
The pyramid schemes are illegal, but
That's
multi-level
what
marketing is.
That's what do you call it? Shreds is that company Shreds.
multi-level marketing.
Yeah.
Same thing with Advocare, right?
Yeah, I
Same
think so.
thing.
I think so. Yeah. I don't know.
Isn't that big in the CrossFit
Same with that
community?
slingshot shit.
Well,
That's slingshot
Was.
just bullshit.
I don't know if it's big
Is.
in the CrossFit. They sponsor some of the biggest CrossFitters,
Okay.
but I don't know how big it is. I think everyone thinks it's pretty much a
Everyone's
scam.
on the take.
Oh, of course. But how about that? Wouldn't it be great? You just create a website, like
Cheat
have people give
motherfuckers.
you money, and I'm going to take some of it. It's like let people borrow. This is a
Well, no. What multi-level marketing does is alienates all your friends and family. Like,
Oh, that-
everybody that's contacted me about these multi-level marketing
Yeah.
things, I just think they're a joke as a person now.
Yeah.
Like you really are bothering me about. You want to sell me a soy protein shake?
Why don't you
Are
just
fucking kidding me?
Just ask me to sell your Ginsu knives, right?
Exactly.
With a knife company.
This industry is
Yeah.
Ginsu knives are great.
Like speaking of, seriously, $50. Buy a ton.
Those are nice.
I wonder
are
how
great.
many industries are so gimmicky. Like we're all so into fitness, and we know how gimmicky it can be, and it's kind of the shake weight and all this like total bullshit. But like I'm not in the beauty fucking industry. I know I look
Come
like it.
on.
I look like it.
Come
I look
on.
like it. But I'm
Give
not,
yourself
I'm
some
not-
credit.
I'm not in this.
Well, they go hand in hand. It's sort of this anti-aging.
Okay. I
thought
just made that up.
process,
How
right?
about the farming industry? How many guys are like, this is the best motherfucking shovel? Like it'll shovel 10.
No.
Like I think the fitness
Doesn't really
industry.
work like
yeah,
that
fitness
there.
industry is like the fucking
Well, they
gimmick.
prey
world.
on what you look like. That's the thing.
Yeah,
People prey on what you
well, I
look
think they prey on less educated or informed too. You pick up a magazine and you see just a bunch of bullshit.
That's why
Unless
we
it's
have-
power.
That's how we have to. That's the next. The next project is to explore those things.
Just hunt down the
some
shake
sort
weight.
of bigger, stronger, faster type way, like to
Yeah.
explore all those.
To expose them. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, expose the scams
Yeah.
in the fitness industry because it is terrible and it's like taking all these people's money and no one cares about.
And everyone's still getting fatter.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
getting fat. Nobody cares about who's getting in shape or what works or anything for real. Some things do, and that's what you shed light on what does and what doesn't work.
That's the coolest thing about going to expos with like all you guys and doing the slingshot. People like bench are like, this fucking works. I was
Right.
like, yeah, I told you it's not going to hurt your shoulder. You're going to
Yeah.
bench press more weight. Like we're not trying to feed you bullshit. We're not telling you you're going to bench 600. You still might be a bitch, but these two facts are true. You're going to handle more weight and your
Well, that's
shoulders
the
aren't
thing
going to
is,
hurt.
like, there
Right.
are things that are legitimate like that.
Yeah, but people don't believe it
and they
'cause
will
it's so
continue
amazing.
to sell like without multi-level marketing because you don't need it because it works.
Yeah,
Right.
multi-level
When
marketing
something-
its own animal.
when something works, you don't need other people out there pushing it. It just goes.
Oh, it goes.
All those things, even supplements that work and supplements that taste good, and they
Supplements
sell 'cause
are
they're-
almost a gimmick themselves. How many bullshit there is out there,
Well, it's
everybody
interesting-
has a different creatine. That's
What's interesting about it is the research is out there, and there are a couple people like Johnny Romano and Anthony Roberts and everybody who are pushing out information that are just shedding light on these people who are just blatantly lying. They're basically there's a company out there who had a pre-workout thing that actually, by taking it, their study showed you actually decreases your VO2 max and
Amazing.
your just ability just to work out in general.
Wow.
And on their label, it's like best thing, going to give you the best performance, blah blah blah, and all that stuff is out there. It's just people. No one knows where to look for it, and no one's looking for it at all. And even someone who is trying to push it out there, like, oh, you're just a dick. Like they're trying to help.
There's something. I think it's examine.com or Examiner. One's like just a search engine. One's like a legitimate Wikipedia for supplements.
Sure.
And it's got some great information on there if you
Yeah,
assholes want to find things.
I mean, there's always going to be stuff that does work, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there.
Well,
that's
the
just
stuff
doesn't work.
that's tested and has worked forever, glutamine, creatine, whatever. You take those things, and if they work for you, you keep taking them. And but when you have these kitchen sink formulas where they just throw a bunch of stuff in it, like, you can't really expect that to do anything for you.
Well, and you can get results without anything. You
Yeah,
can
you
eat
can.
some steak
Yeah.
and
Food,
fucking lift
yeah.
some weights and
Right. Food.
make some progress.
Right.
And some Viagra.
What do you got coming up, Mr. Burdick? You said something about you might do a powerlifting meet coming up?
Yeah, I have a meet the week after the super training meet, and then I have another meet in January.
You going to live raw?
The first one's going to be raw, and then I'm going to put on gear, go up to Chris Steffen's meet in January. And
Raw. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It's
Have you competed raw before in powerlifting?
I think I have, like when you did that meet for Stan or whatever. I think I did that, but that was 2009, forever ago. Yeah, but past that, but my lifting in the gym is primarily raw, anyways. So it'll be, it's a fun experiment, and I have a lot of new people, like 5 or 6 people doing the first meet. So it'll be fun to get them here. This is always a good meet. It's a big meet. And
what are you looking at raw? You have any idea? Number wise?
The meet's not going to be super training, so there's no mono lift and no special bars. So it's going to be, I'm just going to get there to try and, probably open like with like a 640, 650 or so, and then kind of go from there. For squat, bench, I'd like to bench something close to what I did today, like a 460 to 500, and then pull like a 680 to 740, 750. I can always pull. I always feel like a second or a third attempt for me.
What on a deadlift that like the suit helps you that much on a deadlift?
Well, I'm pulling conventional too, just because everyone says that sumo is for bitches. So I'm gonna try and go out pull a couple people.
Is that what is going on now? People say
everyone says that.
Yeah, until Pozdiev's in front of you, and then you shut up.
I mean, Pozdiev's.
Why do they say that?
George Friend is actually the first one to say it, and he's old school. He was I kind of heard this story that he was at a powerlifting meet like in the late 70s or early 80s, and someone did a sumo deadlift, and he was like, "That's not fucking powerlifting,"
right?
Which is hilarious.
Well, it's within the rules.
Like an underhand basketball shot. Or something.
Well, yeah. Once you start shooting overhand, it's cheating.
Yeah.
Well, if people were lifting, a huge amount more, then maybe it'd be a big problem. But
yeah, probably the world records. I think somebody, I forgot.
Well,
they looked at them. No, they looked at them. Like the lighter weight classes are sumo, and the heavier weight classes, a lot of them are conventional.
Yeah.
That's just
Sumo
how it goes.
kills my hips, though, because they're
it's
fake.
hard.
But
Those fake hips might have something to do with it, not
No,
the
but,
sumo.
but it kills. It kills. So to me, it's harder. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people. It's just harder.
Yeah,
one feels comfortable. And one
a lot
doesn't.
of it has to do with just your leverages and what you do well in general. I'm a good wide stance squatter, so I'm a good sumo deadlifter.
I'm not good at any of it, but it all hurts.
So you're good at eating nachos.
There you go.
There you go. It's good.
fucking
Everybody has to be good at
sucks.
something.
Nachos are gluten free, aren't
It
they?
does. Gluten-free nachos?
I think depend on the
It's free
chips you
gluten.
get.
Free gluten
Corn,
nachos.
Corn nachos.
Corn today, corn tomorrow.
Yeah.
That picture that your wife showed me of Quinn burying Jake in like 3 feet of corn.
Of corn
That
at the
was just
corn
kinda
maze?
gross.
That's
Amazing.
excellent.
Corn kernels.
Amazing.
Just take a torch over there and have a fucking popcorn party.
Oh my god, you and your goddamn
I like
popcorn.
popcorn.
You love popcorn?
I like popcorn.
Do you like? How much do you like it? When you're not watching The Notebook?
No.
No,
only
you
during the
only during
or
The
Biggest
Notebook?
Loser.
Or
The
Biggest
Notebook's pretty
okay.
good, actually.
Oh man, you're the worst movie critic ever. You're a great filmmaker.
Oh, man,
but
you're like
the
my
worst.
brother. Any movie that you tell me to go watch, like anything that Seth ever, he's like, oh, you got to go see this. I'm like,
Come on, I
I'm not
don't-
ever gonna watch this.
I don't really
This
like
is
The
terrible.
Notebook. I don't really like
Yeah, right. We got
Sure
it
you
up
didn't.
recorded and on video. You're
Yeah,
fucked,
exactly.
buddy.
Sorry.
All right.
We're gonna put that part of it on
There you go,
Instagram.
Notebook.
Just that part.
The Notebook?
Yeah, just you saying that you like
Chris
the
Hart's The
Notebook.
Notebook.
It's not that bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, actually.
I never saw it.
No, I never saw it. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I stayed away from that.
But that's the only way you'll eat popcorn.
No. I eat it every other day.
Yeah, okay.
When you're watching Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
It's either Brokeback Mountain or Notebook.
Magic
Well,
Mike.
I was
three rotation.
I was at Costco the other day and I bought one of those bags of popcorn that they sell because they're delicious, right?
So good.
Woman behind me in line is like, "Oh my god, I forgot to buy it," and she said, "My husband hates it because I come home with it and like I can't stop eating it."
Was
It's
she hella
so
fat?
good? No, she
Oh.
wasn't. She was a little like
Popcorn's awesome for farting, by the way.
That's true.
little Filipino chick.
It's just air.
That's just because you haven't had
Well,
fiber.
not
What kind
chick.
of
She was
10 years.
What kind of popcorn is
No,
it?
eat a bag of popcorn. Tell me how bad your stomach
I know.
Oh,
It's
be
fiber.
terrible.
It's
That's
fiber.
why I don't eat it.
Smart pop? No, not.
Is it the
Fart
coconut
pop?
oil kind? That kind?
Huh? No, it's olive oil. I can't remember what it's called.
No idea.
It comes in a green and white bag.
It's good for you though.
I have no fucking clue. It's
What
delicious.
the hell does good for you mean?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
mean,
the
it's-
worst term
Is
ever.
it non-GMO?
Yeah, powerlifting's
I don't know
not
about
good
that.
for you.
It's
This
like
all sucks.
It's 60 calories a cup, something like that. You know,
There you go.
I don't know.
it's not bad. But she's like, I'll open it in the car and eat it on the way home, and I'm like, I totally have done that.
What's it like? Probably a gigantic bag though.
Yeah, it's
Costco,
a
right?
fucking huge bag. It's like
She's gonna
this
eat the
big.
whole thing on the way home.
Yeah, she can eat the
Oh
whole.
my God.
She said she can eat the whole thing in one day.
Her cars are probably a fucking mess. You can't eat
Yeah.
popcorn
That's like
daintily.
eating styrofoam. Like,
No,
how
it's
much-
it tastes like it just was popped. It's delicious.
Is there still anyone who's had a worse looking car than Tim Harold when we were back there?
Oh my god.
Brad Sakana.
No.
That was disgusting.
No, there's no comparison.
Really?
Oh, 100%. There's
It was
Tim
so bad.
Harold was there. You couldn't even. There's no way to get another human being in that, and he's enormous. But there's no other. It was covered in just.
He
it was
squatted
garbage.
something when he was like 19.
He was the youngest before. I think Dave Hoff took his record. He was the youngest person to squat 1,000 pounds, and Dave Hoff came around and did.
Is
it.
that the guy that Louis presented the check to? Remember that? Now I'd like to present you with a check for.
For $1,000. Thank you.
Yeah,
he
that
did
was-
like he was like on a game show.
Everything's got to be so weird. That's
Louis
just the way it
Louis
is.
like, hey, do you want to film this? I'm gonna give the guy $1,000 for squatting, 900 pounds.
Yeah, yeah.
But then he comes out like, I'd like now to present you with a check. Like it was like something off of like a game show. It's so weird.
What, when you were filming Bigger, Stronger, Faster?
Yeah, but it was
Okay.
like, it's supposed to be candid. Like, I'm
Oh,
gonna give you,
yeah,
hey,
it-
here's $1,000. I thought it was gonna be some candid moment, and it
No.
was like really weird. He turned to the camera and did a whole presentation.
Vanna White comes out of the back.
Yeah, that was weird.
But he opened his. He wanted to show us something or give us something or put it in his trunk, and both Mark and I almost passed out and died. There was rotting chicken.
Oh my god.
It was terrible.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
How are you yawning? You have a keg full of Monster in front of
It doesn't matter. I'm dying.
I'm dying too. It's hot in here.
All the squats, all the benches.
That thing is weird. That giant keg. Like it's less caffeinated. Less not caffeinated. Less carbonated.
It's less carbonated?
I don't know,
When it feels like it is. 'cause
when you
maybe
open
the-
it, it's like a fucking space shuttle goes like.
it's weird.
My white monster is bigger than yours.
It's gigantic. I bought that one for you,
Thank you.
so you didn't feel insignificant. Sitting next to Burdick.
Thank you.
That's actually my most popular picture on Instagram ever is showing that the black monster is bigger than the white monster.
It is
Yeah, it is.
the new one, the old new Ultra.
racist.
Yeah, it's bigger. Yeah.
That's some reverse racist
Yeah,
shit.
Tosh Porno does like a segment like, "Is that racist?" So funny.
It is. That's definitely racist.
Yeah,
There's no question about it.
I agree.
What else
There's
we got
red,
going on?
white,
Is your
blue, and
anything
black.
else going on?
No, I don't think so. We were just going to talk about Katie.
We covered Katie.
Sort
In-
of.
With what?
Eyeballs.
You don't want to
Covered her with
you don't want to
eyeballs.
cover up too much. But yeah, no, just got the meets coming up.
What does she got going on?
She just has competitions every other weekend, working every other
Too
weekend.
busy to see me.
She is. She says she misses you.
Son of a bitch.
But no, she's just getting ready for the just for season for the CrossFit Open, starting to get her dialed in. She's gonna Max and Joanne just recruited her, asked her to start to be on their team for the American Open. So she's gonna start heading down and working with Max again once or twice a week, get her Olympic lifts cleaned up a little bit more, and qualify for that, go to that, and then pretty much head into the CrossFit Open and.
I
do the
try
whole
to
thing
explain
over and
to
over
her
again.
that you're gross, but she I don't think she believes me.
It's all the roofies that I put in her water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trick.
Prescription thugs.
There it
Yeah,
is.
This
my
December,
God.
coming to a theater near you.
People get brainwashed. They don't know.
It's true. But yeah, I mean, just keep telling her that. It's good.
Hey now.
good
Anything
for her.
else,
Good
Boar?
for me.
You got anything else going on?
I got absolutely nothing going on except for I came up here to help you with some stuff. So we're gonna get some stuff going. That's top secret.
Yeah.
That's what I got going on. It's top secret because I'm doing it with you.
Yeah, you can't say nothing about it.
If you tell someone you have a secret, that's just bullshit.
No, I
just
came
don't
up
mention
here-
anything.
I came up here to work on some top secret
Like
stuff.
I got a
with
secret, but I
Smelly.
can't tell you.
It's like don't touch my dart. It's
Top
kinda same kind
secret
of thing.
shit, bitch.
That just means he doesn't actually
We're
have
working on
anything
some
for you.
shit, bitch.
Yeah, basically, we're doing nothing.
Exactly. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's no secret that you're not going to do anything.
No. Well, that's what
We
we
can
do.
pretend it, though.
We're bells. That's what we do. That's how we roll. We do nothing. Masters of it.
You know, I've been getting a lot of emails lately, though, that
We heard multi-level marketing. Damn, we did that 10 minutes ago.
no, these are good emails about the war on carbs. So I've been getting a lot of emails.
There's a lot of
people pumped
misunderstanding about the war on carbs.
up. Well, people get all they're like, you can't have a carb, and it's like, that's not what it is. Like, just basically like eat less carbs, and like here's a couple of examples of things to do. But there's all sorts of people following it that like follow Mark that email me saying, hey man, thanks so much for all these tips, and your brother thanks, and whatever, you know, like all sorts
These are
of
people
stuff.
who get it, not people who
Oh no,
want to
people
talk.
that are good. It's not
Yeah.
people people that talk shit. I never listen to them. I only embrace the people that like me. Like the people that don't like me or don't like, you know, anything I do, I don't care. You know?
Yeah, but you sweat all over those people, right?
What?
The people you embrace.
The people that and the people that are cool, you just like, I always email them back and say, you know, cool, what's up? Thank you.
That was great.
What are you wearing? How much you weigh?
What's up? Cool.
What's up?
How much you bench?
Yeah, what's up? How you doing?
That's great.
What's your name?
Actually, at the airport today, some guy was all pumped about. I go through the TSA, and the guy stops me, and I'm like, "What was this guy stopping me for?" He's like, "Dude, bigger, stronger, faster." It's like a
Oh,
TSA
shit.
guy.
That's
He was all
awesome.
pumped up about it.
That's awesome.
Your fake hips.
So I embraced him. No.
and
I
he strip
didn't-
searched you.
Do your fake hips go that metal detector, make it go nuts?
No, because now you just go through the X-ray thing, and they do the diamond cutter, and then you're through.
Diamond cutter.
Yeah.
It's great.
You do this. You do like the
Yeah.
That's the Hova too.
Yeah.
That's the Jay-Z.
It's dumb.
It's dumb.
I pay $85 for 4 years. I don't have to go through that shit anymore. So
Why?
TSA pre, man.
Paid off the terrorists.
Yeah,
to get them off
you
the
just-
list.
you-
to run through.
Yeah,
Makes
TSA
no
pre.
sense.
It's awesome. You don't, I
You
don't,
don't have to go through anything, so you can bring
You go
whatever
through.
you want on the
I
plane?
go through a metal detector, but
but
that's
shoes
it.
are
You
on.
don't have to do this business. Your shoes are on. Your jacket's on. You have to take anything out of your bags. In fact, they get upset if you take anything out of your bags.
Yeah, but don't you have to be on a waiting list for that or something weird?
$85, and as long as you're not an
Money
international
talks.
terrorist, you're good for 4 or 5 years.
What do you
Well,
have to
then you're
pay?
screwed.
You go to one of those like
$85.
you go to one of the like life scan places. You can look it
Got
up
it.
online. I'll hook you up. It's fucking awesome.
Damn.
They'll hook me up,
He's gonna
see?
hook you up.
Let me just call TSA real quick.
I got him on speed dial.
I don't know if you're legit enough, Bor.
No, I'll
If I'm legit enough, you're legit enough.
All your shit will pop up.
Yeah.
See?
My whole record.
Yeah, the story
I
you were
thought
telling
we
us
were
about
back-
Mexico earlier.
Right.
I thought we were back to erections for a second.
Mexico?
Yeah, I don't know if you could tell that on the air. You were telling me and Burdick some
On the air,
sketchy
well, I
shit
can't-
on
like-
fucking.
I just asked if you ever bought your steroids in Mexico. Because there's chickens running around in you're trying to buy steroids and there's chickens running around in there. You know, like, dude, I got to do research. If I'm going to do these kind of movies, like, I got to do research. And that's what that was.
Research.
All in.
Dude, I went to Mexico to buy
To buy some chickens
some
some
chickens that were
roided
infested
out
with steroids.
chickens.
and some Dynaballs.
I mean, you go into these stores and it's like, back. And you're like, come on, I'm just trying to get some D-ball. Like,
You can eat too much meat and test positive for steroids.
We learned that.
Supposedly.
We learned that this
just like
week.
that.
Yeah, we've heard that before. B4.
Yeah,
They have
Went
they
back to the previous
sell in these stores all the
So I've heard.
no, I'm telling you, I went there. I'm not saying so. I've heard they have testosterone 500, and my roommate
Ooh.
my roommate brought it, and remember Braun?
Call out. Braun, you steroid user.
By the way, he was so he bought this shit, and it was like you'd break out in boils from it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
It was
god.
It was awful.
Yeah, well,
But you get jacked? I don't get it.
But I don't know if the cows break out in boils when they give it to them.
probably has some estrogen in it, too.
I don't know. I mean, it's
This sounds so sketchy, Bar.
it's got a bull on it, like on the label.
Oh, so
it's
it's got to be good.
no, it's just it's saying it's for a bull. It's not
I
for you.
understand.
Testosterone.
Why do you put on that racist accent? Not for you.
For you.
How's that racist?
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to like get in the mode there. You know,
Storyteller.
Yeah, exactly.
Filmmaker.
Before we get into any more trouble.
Yeah, we're
already
fucked.
in.
Sounds good.
Just don't ask me anything
I
anymore.
want to go to
Forget it.
Mexico, but it's not that close.
It's not that far.
Actually, it is pretty close.
it's close to Anaheim.
Not close to here.
It's close to Slater 50-50 or whatever it is.
It's closer than that.
Anaheim, boom, right there, boom.
Son of a bitch.
What about We Are the Millers? That's a great
amazing.
movie. That's
I
so
love that
funny.
movie. Love that movie.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, I was trying to compare it to your
Wasn't
story
on my
earlier.
list.
And that
man.
concludes the movie department.
Well, they smuggled drugs over from Mexico, pretending to be a family.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Aniston's in it.
Oh, I did see parts of it. I haven't seen the whole
You
thing.
didn't laugh. You're such
How
a
much
fuddy-duddy.
testosterone 500 did you make?
Yeah.
What do you think about Dumb and Dumber 2?
I'm all about it.
Is
I'll
it gonna
go.
begin?
Part
yeah,
two.
yeah, I'll go first day, but I don't have high expectations for it.
I'll laugh.
I
don't
can't
care.
imagine that it's going to be.
That's why I said even Anchorman 2 I laughed.
My
I know.
taste.
Anchorman 2 was just
I'm not
that
gonna-
was awful.
I'm not going to see fucking
No,
Shakespeare.
but I was trying to laugh.
I just want to be entertained for like half an hour.
Shakespeare is a
Just
snoozer.
why would anybody go see Anchorman 2? Just why would you even bother?
I rented it for $1.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Well,
isn't
Oh,
there like
back to this dollar thing.
don't
Isn't
even
there
know
like a
about
whole
that.
other version? There's like a second version of that
I don't know.
movie.
I
Dumb and
like-
Dumber?
Yeah, no.
Dumb and Dumber they
Anchorman-
made with different actors or something.
Anchorman
Yeah.
2.
Oh, I don't know.
This new one?
That's Dumb and Dumber.
No, the new one is
Oh.
something like that.
There's actually a girl from CSA. Her sister is the love interest of the newest Dumb and Dumber. Whatever.
That's awesome.
That's interesting.
She's probably just a random hottie in the movie.
Probably so hot.
I know who she is. No clue.
We'll find out.
Yes.
Professional
I'll let
perv.
you know. There you go. Get your Instagram. Get your Instagram perv
Found her.
on.
That's weird.
What part of Anchorman 2 did you laugh at? Just
Oh
so I
my
know how dumb you are.
So cheap.
I just want to know how dumb you really are.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go burn
What was
every
the
Bigger, Stronger,
line?
Faster DVD I can find. It was just funny. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh, Netflix streamer.
Burn your Netflix. Go ahead. Screw yourself.
Okay.
You can't watch Sons of Anarchy or whatever you watch.
I don't watch shit. I watch sports. That's about it. And Game of Thrones, because I got to support Ryan Spencer.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Should we bring this one in for a landing?
Yeah,
I feel like we're just killing this one
just like
over and
every
over
other
and
episode.
beating it to death.
There we go.
All right.
It's actually just starting to get good.
I think we should start over.
Yeah, exactly.
round two.
I think we did.
Sure.
I got a couple questions about Katie Hogan.
Where can we find you, Jesse?
Powerwad.com, Jesse Burdick, or at Jesse Burdick. We're on all the social medias, and in the gym near you at CSA Gym, and I'll be at all the meets.
CSA Gym is.
I'm going dark.
CSA
Boar's
Gym
going dark.
Is, Dublin.
CSA, Dublin, California.
I'm off the grid for a while.
Secret
After
project.
this Mexico story,
I'm at Big Strong Fast. That's it. That's all you need to know.
And all anybody needs to
cheap.
know.
did someone steal the ERs from you on there?
Yeah,
Somebody already had
Instagram. It
it?
doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It's too
What
long.
the fuck?
You have that issue a lot, huh, buddy?
Yeah. I could have been Biger, Stronger, Feaster.
By the way, my
Cut off a G.
motherfucking phone,
Somebody woke
motherfucking
up.
iPhone, motherfucking Apple is fucking racist motherfuckers. Every time I try to type in bigger, stronger, faster, it's nigger, stronger, faster. Every motherfucking time, you racist ass motherfuckers.
That
I'm
happens
calling
to
you
me
out
all the time.
right here,
I almost
right
sent the
now.
text.
How dare you make me say nigger, you fucks. Pieces of fucking shit. Nigger, stronger, faster. Yeah, rule for the
Mark
apple.
was asleep like 10 minutes ago.
Fucking A.
I almost sent that text to
God
somebody.
damn, I've sent it to people. You got to see nigger, stronger, faster.
Well, no, the B and the N are right next to each other. I don't know.
God
I think
damn.
it's like your fat
no,
finger.
it's them. It's fucking Apple.
I've heard this argument before.
You got to get
Donald
the
Sterling.
iPhone 6 then.
Yeah, it's huge. Boar's got one. It's
Whoa, whoa,
gigantic.
whoa, whoa.
Everybody else settle down. Simmer down now.
And
Simmer down. Bro. Simmer down.
Huge. Just got all excited.
It's really big. It's a big phone.
Fucking falls out of his
4-hour
chair.
boner.
It's fucking phablet.
No,
It's like iPhone on Viagra.
No, I smell it. I'm like, dude, you got to get the iPhone, the 6 Plus. And he goes, I don't want an iPhone bigger than my dick.
that's true.
Exact quote.
True story.
5.5 inches.
Well, yeah, it's 5.5, but it's called 6 Plus. I'm confused.
Scam.
Hey now.
I feel cheated.
5.5 plus.
Anyway,
cheated.
my brother Chris is fat. Never listen to a word he says.
Cheap.
My boy Jesse Burdick here is my bestest friend in the whole wide world. He's my homie. He's my lover. And he has my back. He's got my front. But
I don't know where any
if you're ever anywhere near Dublin, California, you should check him out. Go check out CSA Gym. Jesse knows powerlifting inside and out. He knows me inside and out. He knows diet inside and out.
This
he knows
is
how
getting
to
weird.
help people with
Katie Hogan.
strength programming. He knows Katie Hogan inside and out. Boom. That's my boy. Anyway, hit him up if you got questions.
I thought
He's
you were
fucking
his best
good
friend.
dude.
I'm the
He knows
assistant.
a lot of shit. Yeah, Silent Mike's a faggot. Anyway.
Thank you for all that.
Multiply your hustle, multiply your muscle, and may all your shits be fucking tapered.
Silent Mike with 2 Ks. I'm Jim McD, STDV. Everywhere that I would want you to find me. Follow us on Twitter at STJimSack, Facebook.com/SuperTrainingGym. We'll see you next time if you want to see us next time.
Subscribe to Power Magazine at thepowermagazine.com. If you choose the digital edition, you can catch up on all the great back issues, take your training to the next level with Slingshot products and howmuchtobench.net, and look for PSN products including NO Explode at bodybuilding.com. Mark Bell's PowerCast is a production of supertraining.tv.